Hello, welcome to Game 6 of the Medium Games Finals. SSounder is up 3-2 over Sportingelijah, so it's do or die back to wall time for Sportingelijah. They are first player here, with a 3-4 split, so they're able to grab an Amulet. Probably Amulet Exorcist, I would imagine, H-roll.
I'm not sure. It's a good question.
I assume we're going for Governors here, and maybe putting Pathfinder on Governor. Although Pathfinding on Peddler can be quite nice,
I
too.
see the Peddlers, yeah. The thing is, like, Amulet's gaining souls, and also helping us hit 5 on the first pass is, like, kind of interesting with Governor. Normally you don't want Governor early because it's hard to find 3 costs for it to go with.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy to take the early Governor there on turn 3 just to see my Amulets faster. Sportingelijah goes to the market. Maybe they're looking at that Amulet duration plus market to grab a ton of Peddlers and then stick Pathfinding on the Peddlers.
Also Caravan card, maybe.
Every other turn.
I mean, they count as in play for Peddler.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I think we want to...
We sadly hit 3 at random times. Not this turn, but
yeah.
not a bad pickup.
And I guess you just take, you content yourself to taking some Razes or some pass turns if you're able to trash 2 cards. I like the Exorcist because I'm okay getting imps or getting wisps, and with Governor around, you might get some extra silvers that you can turn into imps later. Or Amulet can gain silvers, you can turn them into imps. So we kind of have to play with Outpost, right? The challenge is your normal turn, you're going to have like an 8-card starting hand from your opponent's Governor, and your Outpost turn, you're going to drop down to 3, and then you're going to use... Yeah, you're going to use Governor to draw back up again, and then your opponent's going to have a 10-card hand or something. Weird stuff like that. But you're right, Haunted Woods, if we want to play with Outpost, which we should play with Haunted Woods, which means we need to play with Royal Carriage. And we already have cantrips, so we have plus action cards, so we can Royal Carriage pretty happily market or Governor, so.
And I'm planning to have like 8 million Peddlers.
Yeah. This could be, man, 1 Peddler for 4 is pretty sad, but I guess you use that Peddler to get more Peddlers later.
Yeah, they have to trash the Raze locked, so it did not stay in play.
Yeah, Peddlers are kind of like monkey butlers, for anyone who gets that somewhat aged reference at this point. So if you're going with the Peddler thing...
oh my god, not a silver.
Yeah, Caravan Guard makes sense to me over Peddler there. From what I didn't realize that interaction, or it didn't occur to me, but the Caravan Guard stays in play for basically 2 turns, which means you can get tons of Peddlers. And then
I wouldn't take it over the Peddler, but I'd take it over the silver.
Yeah, for sure. And then Peddler gives you the coins, so you're likely to hit 8 for Pathfinding. And then your deck does a lot. I still think you want Governors, even if it's just gaining the gold or just giving you options to do stuff.
I want to gain gold, but I'd probably trash silver.
Yeah.
This is fair. We can buy Peddler, Pathfinding. Oh god, not if we do that.
Yeah, Peddler, Pathfinding seems good. I would have taken plus coin there, I think. I'm not sure.
I think so. I could start buying Governors at Coast. Peddlers are so nice.
These extra silvers I don't like. I don't like all these silvers, but... So, SSounder has devoted themselves to getting thin, and they have succeeded. But at what cost? This should be an Outpost, I think, already for Sportingelijah.
Definitely.
They've got 4 Peddler Labs. And they can just buy, market 2 Peddlers this turn, market 3 Peddlers, and then next turn buy the rest of the Peddlers and markets. And SSounder's likely to resign at that point. When your opponent has 7 or 8 Peddler Labs, it feels pretty bad. yeah, this is just a really cool setup that they've got going. This is like hard, the order you pick there. It felt like they just kind of picked 3 randomly. I think that's probably the best. You maybe could have convinced me to get 1 more market instead of the second Peddler, but we're going to see Sportingelijah pile the markets and Peddlers next turn and then still have an Outpost turn coming up.
Although the Peddlers will be gone.
Yeah, but then Sportingelijah takes 3 markets and like SSounder doesn't have a target for Pathfinding. Like that cost there for and maybe SSounder puts Pathfinding on Peddler, or maybe their deck is thin enough at this point they say it's fine. So what do I like here? 3 markets and a Royal Carriage. Do we get 2 Royal Carriages?
Oh, Raze is better than nothing.
Yeah, that all seemed. It felt a little bit arbitrary and quick, but I think, they'll probably just take another province here. And they've got all these Peddler labs, and the Royal Carriage gives them plus actions, and it seems tough for SSounder to compete, especially because they've got to take a turn off to Pathfind, probably.
I don't know how you catch up from this. You don't have an Outpost, you don't have Pathfinding, you don't have 2 provinces.
Yeah, if it was just 2 provinces down, but right, they have to, the Outpost is a huge thing they have to buy, and they don't even get an Outpost turn this turn, right? The turn they could have bought Outpost, they prioritized denying the Peddlers. I thought we might actually be seeing a full governor skip here, but it looks like we're not. And I think we play Peddlers until we don't draw a Peddler, and then we Royal Carriage the last one. And hope to find enough stuff to draw, which looks like we're doing. You're right, I think we could add a Hunt Woods to this deck, certainly, for some more draw, but it also just looks like we're going to pile Razes on our next turn. Oops. Sad trombone. Wah wah is the sad trombone sound, I believe. I don't know. If we had governors and we were turning the silvers into Royal Carriages or something, I could see it. I still think this is a somewhat trivial Raze pile out for Sportingelijah on their turn.
I don't think Sounder can get 3 provinces.
And 3 provinces in a state and 4 Razes? That seems like a lot. So yeah, the strategy, I don't know that the Exorcist was inherently bad, but SSounder hit 3 on turn 3 and bought an Amulet. Sportingelijah hit 5 with the Amulet on turn 3, was able to buy the market, so that gave them quite a bit of acceleration that SSounder didn't have, and SSounder probably a couple of times where they trashed could have taken plus coin to buy something. But that early market made the Peddler game quite possible.
Yes, market the power 5 card.
Well, it's like medium market, right? You've got grand market, you've got ruined market, and you've got medium market. This is medium games.
Market score is
light, medium light. Market score is better with Peddler, right? Because it's cheaper.
Right, but market square market and grand market are like a arithmetic progression.
Yeah, and then whatever the thing is that gives you plus 3 buys. If such a thing. Yeah. Trusty Steed, does that give you plus buys?
No, but it gives you plus 4 silver buys.
Which Sportingelijah might take here. They've been taking a lot of silvers. Alright, so Sportingelijah just basically needs to find 1 more market to pile out. Technically 3 money, but the 3 money seems easy enough to do. And they start by drawing +4 cards.
Also, they have a tavern. They have a royal carriage in play.
Oh, they played the Royal Carriage, so it's basically in hand with Amulet Royal Carriage. We'll see if they stop and find the pile out, if they just click through. Looks like they've got it. So game 7 alert. Sounds exciting. We'll see you all in game 7.